The iPod Touch, third generation. It has been a while. Man, just look at this, guys. Tell me it doesn't bring back any memories. Suffice to say, as I gaze upon this old device, I am stricken with immense emotion. When we look at devices like this, it just brings us back to simpler times. But before I get to that nostalgia vibing, I have to give this device a little wipe because it was extremely dusty, honestly. Then, as I swipe to unlock, there's this weird widget at the bottom that just stays there, so this is obviously signs of internal wear and tear. But I give it a pass because I am flooded with emotion as I gaze upon this old device, all these old apps, all these old games. There's Doodle Jump, there's Angry Birds, there's Fruit Slicer, those old cricket games that we used to play. Man, oh man, I don't think we can get that feeling anymore looking at our current devices. Although this was not a mobile phone, it still was like a mini iPod we'd carry around in our pockets. First things first, right? After the wipe down, I thought, let's see if I can get some functionality out of this. So I clicked on the Maps app, and all you need to know, it still works. So next, I want to see if the browser works, and of course, nothing comes up. I try and, formulate different tricks to get onto Google, and I managed to get onto Google by using the bookmarks. But if I try and search something up, nothing will arise. This was extremely weird, as some of you who are subscribed to my channel will know. I have tried to use Google on older Nokia devices and it has almost always worked. Perhaps it's something to do with the router having some sort of firewall protection or some security certification. I don't know what it is, but now it's time to try the old YouTube app. It's common knowledge that the YouTube app does not work on older legacy Apple devices. Nevertheless, I must say it was quite amusing to see what YouTube used to look like back then. It is definitely somewhat of an anachronism to the early mid-2000s, whatever you want to call that time period. Nevertheless, we move. Now I want you to live this with me. Let's go through the dictionary app. Let's say it's 2009, you're writing an essay for homework or whatever. You don't want to open up that old dusty Collins dictionary. So what do? You whip out your iPod Touch. That's what you do. And you search up any word you want to and you get a little definition. I tried this word temerity and look at the definition that came up. You know what? I actually appreciate that. A couple of words in the definition, not giving you a whole war and peace definition. So then I searched up bellicosity or bellicose, same thing. And of course there's an extra upgrade feature. You know what it was like back then, always giving us wee upgrades to try and pay for. Nevertheless, I was pleasantly surprised by this dictionary app, guys. I really like features like this. It takes me back in time and makes me think, makes me wonder if anybody actually used this without any reproach. See what I did there? Now it's time for our favourite part, to see if the gaming still works. And guys, I tried Fruit Ninja. Do you remember this game? I think some of us might even still play it. But yeah, this was good. It was fun, but I'm not gonna lie, it gets boring after a while, you know what I mean? You're just slicing fruit, just go to the kitchen if you want to slice some fruit. But yeah, not bad, works well. There are much better games I wanted to try. Bro, this cricket game was peak, honestly. See that technique with the six? Of course, it was very easy to get out, but it was a really fun game, man. Just, working and practicing your cricket technique. But this wasn't even the best cricket game I found on this iPod. Wait until you get a load of this. Alright guys, hands down, by far, one of the best games I came across on this old iPod. Man, this was fun. This actually made me feel like I was playing a professional cricket match. And for a device this old, made in 2009, I was pleasantly surprised by the smoothness of the gameplay and was even contemplating playing this game after I had finished recording. The batting was definitely a very immersive experience. I loved how the shots would cut to a replay like you were actually watching a T20 cricket match. It kind of made you feel like you were watching cricket players on the screen and you could control where to hit the ball. I really liked how they were running in between the wickets like it was a real game. They don't always have that in cricket games. Guys, I actually tried to download some files onto this some audio files. I would have tried to put an audiobook onto it, but nothing was working. I don't know why. I've tried to successfully put podcasts on my iPod mini. I don't know why it wasn't working with an iPod Touch. So if you're wondering whether you can still use one of these in 2026, it really does depend on what you are able to do with the device. For me, it wasn't that usable, but it was a really fun experience getting to see all these old games again. And of course, guys, nostalgia. Nostalgia is a very weighty thing in this day and age. Nevertheless, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will continue to make more videos like this. Also, leave suggestions in the comment section for what you would like me to see review next.